Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Octopath Traveler. I'm your host Alden Foodry, your friendly neighborhood Thunderbird. And we are left off with Therion finishing up his quest to seek out the treasure of Ravis Manor. And he did not get the treasure, unfortunately. We basically got hoaxed. So now Therion has to basically chase down the other dragon stones at the behest of Cordelia Ravis. So we are currently seeking out new travelers that can help us out in our journey. In order to get the best possible, ending, we will be getting all of the characters. I have actually seen people who do an odd thing where they basically get 4 characters, do all of their chapters with just those 4 characters, and then they go back and do the other 4 at a later date. I will not be doing it that way. I will instead be getting all of the travelers. Okay, and there's nothing to do here. But our first goal is to run down to Clearbrook, where we will be getting our second traveler, Alpha. Let me see what fire does to this guy. And nothing. So, I already have a rough idea of what order I want to do the travelers in. So we're gonna be
start things you can't finish.
We're gonna be going pretty close by for our next one, but the third traveler we go after will be a bit more of a walk. So right now, we're just wandering around trying to get a hold of everything we possibly can. There is a treasure chest up there, but I cannot quite remember how to get to it. Okay, so speed boost. How dare you? There we go. And there we go.
Don't start things you can't finish.
Ooh. Now, have you noticed the enemies have different levels, and clearly, they don't have the same exact weaknesses as each other. Okay, so Quarry Crest is to the west. We do not want to go there. Instead, we will be going to Clearbrook. But I want to go over here real quick, because
this is the beginning of your end.
There did seem to be something over here, but the sign didn't say anything.
Over here,
which suggests that there might be
out of my way
goodies to be found.
Let's do this.
You need to leave me the heck alone.
My turn.
There we go.
Don't win.
And fire does not affect them either.
Out of my way.
The enemies will get harder and more irritating to deal with as we go on.
Don't start.
One of the things I like most about this game is that the enemies are, for the most part, very well scaled to your current level and ability, which is something that I cannot say for a lot of other games.
This is the beginning of your end.
Ooh, we gotta deal with 2 of these guys. Yeah, I think I've got a pretty good system going on with dealing with double enemies. And we are at level 7, so we are already in a good position to deal with our next actual chapter quest. There we go. Got him.
Where's the nearest tavern?
always looking for a drink. Darion, do we need to have an intervention for you? Because you clearly be needing the drink.
This is the beginning of your end. My turn.
Okay.
Over here.
I probably should have attacked the other one. But
over here. My turn. I'm ready for you.
Needs one. Okay, that got rid of him. That'll break him. And this should finish it.
Don't start things you can't finish.
On the bright side, we are getting some solid experience for our troubles here. Okay, so I know there's actually a minor dungeon down there. I am not well equipped to deal with it right now, though.
This is the beginning.
So we will be passing that up and going straight to Clearbrook from here. As soon as I saw that passageway going into the, like, down towards the inner area, like, that reminded me that, oh, wait, there is actually a, like a side dungeon down there. It's not a requirement to go over there, but it does have an opportunity to get other goodies and stuff. And this egg just does not want to quit. I'm just glad my evasion is so high, otherwise I would not be able to fight.
Don't start things you
I would be
can't
having to heal a lot more, actually. 1 experience point. God dang it. That is always the worst, especially in RPGs, where you are like so close to the level up that you can taste it.
This is the beginning of your end.
And they're just like, God dang it, just give me 1 more experience point, please.
My turn.
Like when you try to go to the donut shop.
Over here. Out of
Right
my way.
when they close, you're just banging on the door like, please, give me 1 more donut. Alright. This,
over here.
I do like the experience I get for these guys, but admittedly, like, their defense is proven to be something of an irritant. But we do get the level up. So yeah, because of like how it's set up, where you have your first party member for pretty much like the majority of the game, whoever you start with is going to be
make this quick.
supremely overpowered compared to the rest of your party, especially as we get later on in the game.
Out of my way.
In some ways, this can be a pain, especially if you, like me, like to keep your party relatively balanced. But on the other hand, it does make them a much more effective combatant against some of the later bosses, some of whom are a royal pain to deal with.
I'll make this quick.
And one of the main reasons I chose Tyrion
Out of my way.
as our initial traveler, beyond like just his picklock ability, was his ridiculous ability to 1, evade attacks, and 2, debuffs. In fact, now that we have enough JP, I just realized we have enough to get our next skill. So what I'm going to do is get Armor Corrosive, will be our next skill. It does no physical damage of any time, but it does lower the target's physical defense. And with that, we also unlock support skills. Support skills give you unique abilities that are specific to the class. Now, granted, once you unlock a support skill, you have access to that skill no matter what, like, job class you have. So like with Therion, he learned incidental attack. So now you can equip support skills. Once you unlock them, you can equip them. And you can equip up to 4 at a time. So with incidental attack, when using a non-damaging skill on a foe, there is a 50% chance you will attack as well. That's actually a pretty nifty skill, if I remember correctly. But we are now in the Riverlands. Want to know what I just saw bobbing down the river? An egg. It weren't no regular egg, tell you that. Bloody enormous it was, bigger than me head. Let's see what you got to filch. Ooh. And we are now at a level where Therion's skill is not an automatic win. Let's see if we can get this Injurious Seed. Alright, so that 65% I don't like too much. I want to wait until I get a higher level. And that's not going to work.
Over here!
Okay, so he is weak to daggers. There we go.
Don't start things you can't finish.
Alright. Odds and ends. I do believe that is an item we can just sell at the shop. Now that we're at the Clearbrook Traverse, we can head this way and go into Clearbrook proper. Let's see. No.
Out of my way.
Okay, he is weak to sword. There is a bit of overlap between weaknesses and enemies with adjacent areas. So like, we're in the Clearbrook Traverse in the Riverlands, but a lot of the enemies seem to be weak to Therion's weapons as well. So let's see what we have here. A steel axe. 8%. I do not like that number. Oop, hey, dang, right button. Silver hairpiece and a protective earring. I want to try that. We got it. God dang it. Reputation. Failing with certain path actions will negatively impact your reputation in town. Unfortunately, if you fail certain path actions 5 times, your reputation takes a hit and you cannot use any path actions until you pay a fee to the bartender at the tavern. So, okay, we'll hold off on that for now. Let me see. Alright, so we got a healing grape in here. And there's our next traveler. Okay, so not going to be able to do much with that. And surprisingly enough, these items are a bit trickier to steal. But we do have a nifty little treasure chest over here with dubious gold ore. Soothing dust. Okay, most of this stuff is items that Alphen can use, but we... Okay, so I did get the Injurious Seed. Alright, so... let's go ahead and talk to Alphen. Zeph, Nina, you better hold on for me. There ain't no way I'm letting that venom beat you. His name is Alphen, and he is an apothecary. His whole life has been spent in the pastoral village of Clearbrook, where he looks after the residents as a young apothecary. He is not alone in his efforts, though. Zeph, his best friend since boyhood, works alongside him. But when Zeph's little sister is bitten by a deadly viper, it falls to Alphen to fashion an antidote before the poison takes her. And so he ventures out to the cave of Rio, where he must do battle with the dread beast. He will need caring allies on the path he has chosen. Find comrades and add them to your party. Seek out your fellow travelers and they will ask you for help. Complete chapter 1 of the story and they will join you on your journey. Travel to other areas will be restricted until you complete certain tasks, so you must complete their chapter 1 in order to advance and leave the area. This poor man looks like sounds like he's ready to cough up a lung.
Grandpa, be strong. Can you really save him with that medicine of yours?
You betcha. Just sit tight.
I love Alphen's like voice actor. His accent is like perfect for like a country bumpkin, which is kind of like the vibe you get from him.
That should do her. Drink it down slowly now.
But he's like the best country bumpkin ever.
Well, I'll be. Thank you, my boy.
Don't mention it. Just doing my job. This'll stop the coughing for now, but your lungs have seen better days. Try to give the pipe a rest, sir. Here?
Oh, Alphen, thank you ever so much. How blessed we are to have an apothecary like you in our little village. It's not much, but please.
Nah, it's on the house. Why don't y'all hold on to that and buy something tasty for you and your grandpa?
Aw, he's so nice.
I'll be back to check in on him, okay?
I feel like this is one of the big reasons why I think Alphen is like the closest of the travelers to me personality-wise, just because of how generous he is. Like, I've been told repeatedly that at times I can be generous to a fault, to my own detriment, and it's something that I've been trying to work on lately.
Mama. Did you see me, Ma? I whipped up an antitussive elixir like you wouldn't believe. Can't believe it's been a year already. Am I any closer to being the man I want to be? The man he was.
Alf, I've been looking all over for you.
Hey, Zeph. Done for the day?
Yes, only 2 patients today. If only I could convince you to quit giving out discounts.
Oh, busted.
Oh, come on. The poor gal has enough trouble looking after old Alec. I can't very well take what little she has.
I'm just teasing. You know that's what I like about you. If the villagers are healthy and happy, that's more than good enough for me.
You can kind of get a feel for
Couldn't have
like,
said it
just
better
how
myself.
much these two are like brothers.
We may be new to this,
even though they're
but
not
between
really
the 2 of us,
related.
this village is in good hands.
Sure is. Plagues, epidemics, bring your worst.
Famous last words, Alphen.
I'm counting on you, Alf. We all are. Who'd have thought that little troublemaker would turn out to be a top-notch apothecary, huh?
Aw.
We can't all be born with a silver pestle in hand, Master Zeph.
I love his little accent for that
Your
one
mother
scene.
would be proud.
Maybe.
Anyway, I should be getting back to Nina.
Yeah, beat it. Head on home, big brother.
Hey, Alphen. We've been friends ever since we were small, right? I know you better than anyone, so be honest. You're keeping something from me, aren't you?
The silence is deafening.
I'm right, aren't I? Alf, the truth is...
Master Zeph!
Now what?
Master Zeph, you must come quickly. It's your sister.
Not the sister.
These look like bite marks. Alphen, could you take a look as well?
You got it, buddy.
Kitty alert,
She's fallen
kitty
into a
alert.
deep trance. This is worse than we thought.
Indeed. Nina's the only family I have. If I lost her, I'd...
Wish she could tell us what happened.
It's safe to assume she was bitten by something poisonous. But what? Without knowing the nature of the poison,
Yeah, the wrong medicine could make things worse, and quick.
damn it all! What foul beast did this to my Nina?
Overprotective brother much?
Let me ask around. Maybe someone saw something.
And my cat is now scratching at the wall. Alright, and now we're introduced to our next path action. Alphen's path action is known as Inquire, and he can interview NPCs to find information. This can be useful in various ways. Not only can you glean story-related information, but you can also get info on enemies in the area as well as special deals and discounts. So like with this one, you talk to this lady, you get a discount at the end under Glean New Information. Now this only works in the town that you get the information in. So like that discount at the end will only work in Clearbrook. It will not work anywhere else. So we'll use Inquire on all the townsfolk that we can, and we get a hidden item which shows up as a little sparkle. Essence of Plum. The essences and other medicinal components are very useful. Alright, so this old man, yeah, he talks about the enemies in the upcoming area and what they might be weak to. So that being said, let's talk to this little girl and get some information, like Nina's secret.
Come on now.
Your silence says it all. She's starting to break.
Oh?
Nina.
She wanted to pick water blooms. You went with her into a cave. A giant snake. Was it black? Alphen, how dare you?
No.
I can't believe it, but...
Was it ember with blotches on its back?
Yes.
How did you know?
Holy...
The flame take me. A blooded viper. Well, that sounds bad.
I'm sorry.
Told me to keep it a secret. Well,
I
it's a
see.
good thing you said something. Don't you worry anymore about that scary snake.
Nina.
Nasty critter if there ever was one. We must prepare an antidote.
That's why.
But we need the original venom. This is pretty standard with most anti-venoms.
Give me a break.
Reckless ain't the half of it.
Well,
What choice do I have? What makes you think you're going anywhere?
Hold on now.
Yeah, you hold your horses, bud. You ain't going nowhere. You stay and look after your sis. Are you mad? Don't you call me mad. You were the one about to walk in there on your own. Like, you don't get to call me mad. Pot, meat, kettle.
just a minute.
She awakes. Aww. Yeah, Alphen does have a point. So I have a date with this Viper. That's a pretty crummy sounding date. Shucks, friend, I owe you one. And with that, we now have our second party member. So let's run by the store. We can sell the odds and ends and the dubious gold ore. We do have an iron axe. Let's see. But instead of the iron axe, I'm gonna want the arcane hatchet. So we'll equip that, and we'll get a kite shield to put on Therion, and we'll put the... Well, actually, no, we'll put that on Alphen since he needs more defense currently. So we do have an iron... We do have equipment already. So let's see what we can put on him. Alright, so the Iron Helm will work for improving his defense. And yes, the Wind Attire will definitely be useful. And we'll buff him a little bit more with the protective earring that we stole earlier. So that should get us... Yeah, Alphen will definitely be like the tank for now, because he has nowhere near as much like overwhelming strength as Therion does at the moment, but that will soon change. Alphen, during my original playthrough, was one of my most powerful characters. In fact, I would probably rank him as my third most powerful behind the two offensively oriented, like, physical brawlers of the Travelers. Okay, nothing there. There is something down here, though. Always gotta keep an eye out for those nasty little hidden passages. Caught by surprise? How dare you? Rude. Right, so
Bring it on!
there we go. So we can definitely, like,
Cool off!
take the time to actually try and suss out their weaknesses. Now, let's get rid of this guy. There we go.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Alright, so these guys really aren't that dangerous right now, unfortunately. So Therion's not going to be getting a lot of experience out of this. Alphen, however, will be getting some decent experience.
Come on, I've got better things to do. My turn.
So we can
Bring it on!
go ahead and break these guys.
Out of my way.
You.
Here we go!
Let's do that. That should finish him off. Okay.
Here goes.
Once you have more, like, party members,
Out of my way.
it becomes easier to work with the break and boost system. And Alphen gets a level up. Yeah, the level difference is a little bit more apparent early on until you get all of your travelers, and then you can focus on actually like balancing
This is the beginning of your
the other
end.
7 out.
All right.
There we go.
Out of my way.
Yeah, he is not weak to daggers, right?
Where's the nearest tavern?
Generally, most flying enemies will be weak to one of 2 things at least at some level. Spears or bows. I do not have either of those at the moment, though. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Alphen to level 4 before
This is
we
the
actually
beginning
like
of
jump
your
in
end.
here.
Here goes nothing. Bring it.
That way he at least has some level of
Try
health
again.
and stat boost. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna want him a little bit higher level.
Let's see what you got. Bring it on.
I keep forgetting Tyrion starts out automatically with a dagger.
Bring it on.
Out of my way. And
In
that's
fact, both of the characters that use daggers start out with them as their main like weapon that they initially refer to. In fact, every character has a standard weapon that they use.
This is the beginning of your end.
Okay. There we go.
Out of my way.
I do apologize. If there was a bit of a cut there, I actually had an important phone call I needed to take.
All right.
Let's see. Most of these plugins are weak to ice, so that definitely will be something we can
Out of my way.
take advantage
Let's do
of.
this.
Get rid of him.
Don't start things you can't finish.
So we'll get Alphen to level 4, and then we'll save and call it a video. And then next time we will enter the cave and deal with the Blotted Viper. So right now we're just kind of trying to get us some experience.
Here goes nothing.
Now, one thing before we do that is I can show you the concoct ability. You have medicinal components, and then hazardous substances are your initial components that are used for Alphen's concoct. So basically, soothing and purifying components are healing items, and then injurious and ruinous substances are attack items. So like injurious seed, we can mix it with Nox root to create a poisonous attack item, Adelwort to create a confusing attack item, or a component that restores spirit. I'm not sure what that would do with the injurious seed, but it probably does affect like an element. So let's give that a try and see
How
what
do you
we
like
can do.
this?
Tingling powder. Ooh, so it's lightning.
Out of my way.
and it reduces magic defense. That's actually pretty interesting. I forgot about that.
All right.
Okay, so let's...
Cool off.
Yes,
That's
That
what I'm
takes care of
talking
that.
about.
that is why I got the arcane hatchet, because it's very useful for dealing with some of the enemies around here that are weak to ice. So let's go ahead and save, and we will go ahead and call that a video. So right now we've got our first addition to the party. So next time we will be journeying into the Cave of Rio and seeing about getting us the venom of a blotted viper. Until then, this is Alden Foodry signing off for the evening. Have a nice day.